I think we're live. If anyone can hear us, just let me know. Let me know if you can hear us. So we are live. Let me go check our mics
Fuck
here.
it, we'll do it live.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Do it.
We're live. Hey, the mics are working. Sweet. All right. God, it's so beautiful just having that Tom Petty in the background. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, it's Tom Petty with no clouds in the sky.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Mike Locke's just over here killing himself listening to Tom Petty right now. Yo, so welcome to the greatest podcast to exist in the history of podcasts. It's your number one source for all things craft beer related. The internationally acclaimed Cindy Crawford approved podcast of hops, high fives with Harry, and friendship.
That was bad.
Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that came through
All
the
right.
mics. Nice.
All right, there we go.
That was good. That was a good
That's
one. So I am your host, the Roarsford Rattlesnake here, Dan, and I am joined by my first guest host of the For Local Beer Fest. We've got Harry from Experimental.
Heyo.
What's up, Harry? How
What's
you
going
feeling?
on? I'm good. Can't complain.
I know. You cannot complain when it's this relaxing.
Yeah. And I'm gotta be under this tent, so I'm not sweating.
This
my
is
balls off right
this is
now.
how I'm going to get every brewer to come over and
Yeah.
talk to me. Is now that the breeze is all nice, I'm just be like, hey, why don't you come over and come on in the tent, hang out with me a little bit.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be a good day. I think.
Yeah, I think it's going to be awesome here at the For Local Beer Fest. This is your first beer fest?
First beer fest.
This is awesome.
Well, pouring it.
Well, first pouring at a beer
Yeah.
fest. Yeah.
I'm not a rookie. All right.
All right.
Been to
all
many
right.
beer fests.
I know, despite
Yeah.
how young you look.
Yeah, I know.
You're a seasoned veteran. All right, so what did you bring to the beer fest?
So today I brought my Inca Zia, which is a Belgian, technically a Belgian double, but with purple corn.
Purple corn.
Yeah. So this is kind of me going to an ode to history.
Okay.
Some of the earliest fermentation that ever happened was the Incas, and purple corn being what they would ferment. And
So this is like the South American fermentation, where you got
Yeah.
like American lagers where they used like corn and everything. This is like the
so
South American.
Exactly. So maybe would have worked in a lager, but I wanted the sweetness of the purple corn to kind of match with that spiciness of the Belgian yeast.
Oh, okay. All right.
It adds like a nice nice mouthfeel too. Shout out to somebody who's not here.
Hold on. He's here with us in essence. I should have put it on the iPad, but you know what? I have it. I have it ready just in case.
Mouthfeel.
There we go.
What was that, Tom? It has really good.
Mouthfeel.
There it
All
is.
right, there it is.
Tom's with us in essence. Yeah. Tom couldn't be here today, but hey, let's crack
Crack
in.
it open.
Let's start the beer fest, I guess.
Yeah,
Huh?
let's go.
Now, this is what I was waiting for. I wanted to see if any of the color came
Oh,
through
it
with the
comes
purple
through.
core. Look at that.
I don't know how much you want. You
Oh,
can
that's
drink it all
perfect.
day.
Yeah, that's perfect. Since we'll be here for most of the day, so got a little bit of purple that came through from the purple corn.
Yeah, it's hard to kind of tell in the cup, but it's like a purplish brownish.
Yeah, it definitely has a
The
hue.
foam, the
to it.
foam you can see is
Oh.
got that purple.
Oh, and the Belgian's cutting through there.
So cheers.
Cheers, Harry. Thank you for being my first test pancake for this stream. Oh, that is good. Oh, there's the corn. There it is. Back into the palate.
Yeah.
Nice corn. Reminds me, it's great because you have a lot of the Belgian on the front end,
Mhm.
but with that corn addition, it reminds me, like we were just talking about, like an American lager. Like I would say it's like almost like corn makes like almost like a sulfurous kind of smell to it.
Yeah, it does. It does.
So-
And there's a
Hold
high
on one sec.
percentage in here.
There's a little switch behind the PA.
Just turn it on?
Yeah, just flick it. Yeah, it's a little switch on the other side. All right.
Hello, everybody.
Oh,
Hello, everybody.
We're gonna
Can
pause for a
everybody in
second.
the back hear me now? All right. Success. All right, so we're about to get this event rolling. We have all of our vendors here, all the breweries that have decided to help us. The first thing I want to do is thank all of you for coming out and supporting this event. This is an important event for Laurel House.
Thank you for local.
Thank you. I also want to apologize for some of the chaos. This is the first time we've put together this type of event.
We
had
forgive you
the
for now.
Normal beer festival event down. It was easy, and then COVID ruined all that. So This is a new attempt at something similar. I hope
He's
you
so
guys
scared
enjoy
of
it.
public speaking.
The concept is the breweries are going to come to you. They're going to ask you to pull out the can of beer that they brought to
Pull
supply
out.
the event with, and they'll go and talk to you about
gonna
their
make comments
beers
in the
while
back.
you guys are sampling them at the table. So you don't have to just try to hold back from opening them all at once. Try to hold back from drinking them before they get there. But we'll bet 5 to 7 minutes per brewery, and they'll come around a couple times because it's a repeat event for the number of breweries that we have for the number of guest tables. I will try to just shut up now, but I do want to make sure that
Yeah,
I thank
thanks for
our
interrupting
major
us.
sponsor, Francis Family Renovations. I think I pronounced that right? Sorry. So just to introduce everybody, I am the secretary of the committee. I do whatever
Secretary
the
of
boss
Defense.
tells me to do. Mike Holzenbach, who is the heart and soul of this event, wherever
JJ's
he's
like the
fighting at
Monica
moment,
Lewinsky
is the chair of the committee.
of the committee.
And Christine Steer, who is right there, she is the co-chair of the committee. And Carrie, where I don't see Carrie out here either, she is the treasurer of the committee. We're the four that spent as much time as we possibly could to put this all together, organize it. This wouldn't be an event without all of you, and it definitely wouldn't be an event without the vendors that support us and the donations that we received from all the sponsors. So again, thank you everybody, and if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask anybody who's currently wearing a local foundation shirt, because we're more than likely to help answer any questions.
That's why I didn't wear one.
They'll
Just kidding.
introduce themselves when they come around, and they'll tell you all about their beers while they're there.
The locals are
All right.
local.
Thank you very much again, and have a great time. And sorry for the beautiful weather. It's really miserable.
Great joke, JJ. Great joke.
Hey, class.
We are classy here at the podcast. Just riffing off of JJ the whole time.
Just making fun of him.
The Monica Lewinsky of the committee.
He can't even defend himself.
Oh, you didn't
right now.
you didn't hear that over there? I'm like, he's like the Monica Lewinsky secretary of the committee. He's really ready to take a shot.
The guy who's giving you his 5G, and you're just.
I know. I'm just riffing on him. Thanks again, JJ, for the 5G for allowing us to stream on this.
5G, sponsored by.
Sponsored by Home Renovations. I don't know what it is. It ran away before I could read it. All right, so let's get back to this beer. So what I was saying before he had made his announcement is the corn flavor.
Yeah.
Like almost like an American lager, a little bit on the back end, but you have a lot of that Belgian notes working so well with it.
Yeah.
You and the way you work with food is just glorious.
Yeah,
I like how you
it's-
incorporate it.
I try to balance. You know, you can overpower stuff easily, but the balance is always what I try to do.
Was there a dish with purple corn
So
that
there's
you like had inspiration from?
Chicha Morado is like the drink that they normally make with purple corn.
Okay.
Can be fermented, isn't always fermented. But essentially it's made by boil. So like purple corn, you don't eat it. You just boil it
Okay.
and you throw it in the boil. You get that color out of it and you get the flavor out of it. And then from there, they would continue to boil it down and add sugar, lime, other things to it. If vodka, if you know. you
Inca
want.
street corn.
Yeah, and so like that flavor I thought would go very well in a beer, just because it's almost like a grapey wine, like flavor that like when you just drink it alone.
When you just drink it alone
So I thought that could pair nicely and kind of bring into a beer
with like the sweetness from like the Belgian.
Yeah, and I love Belgian. I mean, Belgian beers are like what I love, what I started drinking, and it was like I always wanted to brew a Belgian, but I want to be different. And
Hey,
what I do.
hey,
you
and
know?
you incorporate food and you incorporate like a dish from.
Yeah, and
that area.
again, it always goes back to history, and for me, it's like, all right, these are some of the true original fermenting
Methods.
cultures,
Yeah.
and so that's why I use the purple corn.
Very cool. I like this a lot, and you do Belgian styles and Belgian yeast very well in a lot of your beers. I think is it Monkey Business?
So the monkey is the wit.
Is the wit? Yeah,
yeah.
it's like a Belgian wit,
Yeah.
right? And that is one of my favorites that you do. So I think you work well with Belgian yeast, and you're very creative with it, and I think that's what you're going to bring to this beer fest. A lot of people are going to be really excited about that.
I hope so.
So you actually have another beer fest lined up now too.
Well, I don't know when. I don't know if it's 100% official.
It's not 100% official.
But Jack at Dr. Brew Littles is trying to put together October 30th. I don't know how large of a fest, but he's talked to a bunch of breweries in the area to bring to the parking lot there to have a little festival. So
Nice. And Dr. Brullos is going to host it?
yeah,
Oh, yeah. That's a nice, like, size parking lot in
Yeah.
the back, too. So they could probably get a lot
throw
of...
up a bunch of tents there. and-
Exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of tents that are sorely missing here for the
Yeah,
brewers.
a lot of pitching tents, you know.
I just want to pour out a little bit for the breweries and brewers out here that are just sweating to the oldies right now doing the beer fest. So.
I mean, so are the drinkers. So
I know, I'm sweating under this tent. let
It's
alone
fair.
here.
Oh, it's because you're sitting next to me. You know?
I know.
Yeah.
You're so hot, Harry. So hot right now. That's awesome. Yeah, this is great, and this is it's good to have you here with us as well.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It has. We talked about it. It's been almost a year since the last time we hung out
In person, yeah.
in person, an
Yeah.
in-person hangout. Last time we saw you,
Was it Odd Logic the last one? Was that no? Odd
No.
Logic was way before the.
yeah, Dr. Brewlittles was the last one when you guys were all dressed up in costumes.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And
Yeah, the incident.
the incident.
Yeah,
Oh man.
good times.
Does he have a scar from that?
I think so. I
Oh,
don't
that's
know. I
awesome.
haven't looked.
Did the staples come out nicely?
I took them out myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
With your teeth?
Yep.
Ugh. But yeah, it's been about a year, so it's kind of cool to be in person with you again. Any other new beers coming out? Anything new you're really hyped on that you're starting with?
I mean, right now I'm just trying to focus on a lot of my staples, so I'm gonna keep releasing them. There's the Oktoberfest coming around the corner that I have. A Doppelbock is also coming, so I'm doing a couple like basic lager beers.
Okay, cool.
Maybe people aren't so excited about, but just
We're
like-
excited, don't worry.
I know. People who like beer might be
Yeah.
excited about.
People who like beer-flavored beer are very excited for that.
But yeah, that's really it. Just looking for spots in North Jersey too. Trying to hopefully find a final destination where I can actually start brewing in.
Oh yeah.
So-
The final resting place of
Yeah.
experimental, where it will grow roots and become
Something.
a Jersey mega brewery.
Yeah. Hopefully one day.
It's gonna bring all the your milkshake's gonna bring all the boys to the yard.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no milkshake. But I actually did also do. I don't know if you've heard of Great Noise. It's been going around in the beer industry. It's like a lot of breweries have been outed for.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So is this like
It's
this
in collaboration with them. They had like a homebrew.
like sect?
Yeah, where they're like, here's the recipe, brew it. So it's actually like one of the first pails that I've ever brewed. It's a pale ale.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say
because
you.
I don't do a lot of IPAs and pails, but since that was the recipe, I kind of put my own spin on it, and it's going to be with rubus tea and vanilla.
Oh, nice.
So it's like a 4.5%.
Maybe some milk sugar in there.
No milk sugar.
So wait, you're not gonna put any milk sugar.
Zero milk sugar.
Zero milk sugar.
No. No lactose.
Which means you're not gonna put any.
Lactose.
no lactose.
Wait, so you're saying there's absolutely no lactose?
No, the recipe didn't have it.
No.
Lactose.
No lactose.
Okay. Just making sure.
But
Thanks,
there is
Tom.
vanilla.
There is vanilla.
But it's like tea vanilla. It's not like
Oh, okay.
like and I mean
I think it's really starting to finally, like, the wheels are starting to roll now. It was a little chaotic in the beginning. This is kind of a unique beer fest, so I think the brewers and the brewery people were, not used to starting out like this, but it really looks like it's rolling now.
yeah, and it's this is such a cool concept. Like I wish that like this breaks out and like more places do like the fact that a brewery gets to come to the people and speed date with them and explain.
I love
beer.
the speed date. Yeah, it's
speed dating for breweries.
it's so awesome.
And you never get that at a beer fest.
Yeah, it's not as personal.
You can't stop and talk because the next person in line wants a beer.
Yeah,
So it's
exactly.
like,
The next
I'm
hammered
always,
person
I'm
in
always
line.
that person where I'm talking to the brewer. I'm like, if it is.
You
the
go to the
brewer,
side of the jockey box
yeah,
and talk to him a little bit.
And everyone else is like, can you get the hell out of here? And, yeah.
Dude, I've got work to do right
Yeah.
now.
I need a drink.
That's awesome. Well, I'm going to let you go so
Yeah.
you can start serving some of your beer. Any
thanks for
plugs you
having me
want to
on.
do for your social media and your website?
Yeah, I guess just continue to follow me on xbeer_NJ on Instagram. Facebook is just experimental and experimental.com. Yeah, and if you're ever interested in any of the beers I have, hit me up on.
Slide into his DMs.
Yeah, slide into my DMs,
Slide on in.
and I'll make sure you get some.
All right, awesome, Harry. Thank you so much for being
Cheers.
the first here. Yeah, we'll be back with maybe another brewer, maybe another person from a brewery, and we're going to talk to some more people at the Beer Fest. We'll be back, guys.